back to winning isn't easy. Why ERISA carrier or plan explanations of the medical, scientific, or clinical judgment they use and applies to your medical condition is often bull, and what you have to do about it. Now, disability carriers or plans have stables of liar-for-hire doctors that they use over and over, and they say the same things over and over. One refrain, for example, we see in fibromyalgia cases is that there is no objective basis of the restrictions and limitations your doctor assigned, and that if you only exercised, you could work. They will cite outdated medical literature and hang their clinical judgment on that outdated medical literature. And now carriers will often, in turn, hide behind the skirts of that medical literature that are cited to support a rejection of your doctor's opinions. They'll hide behind this because they simply haven't examined you, they haven't practiced in that specialty, or they haven't practiced in a million years. So they look for medical literature that will support their biased and unsupported opinions, and they will hang their hat on it. Now, as an experienced ERISA disability attorney, I attack. I am going to try to destroy this reliance on the outdated or inappropriate medical literature that's being relied upon by the liar-for-hire peer-reviewed doctors. One of the crucial things you need to understand is that there is no treating physician rule. The carrier gets to pick and choose who they believe. And of course, they're going to believe their doctors, the doctors they hired, the doctors who give them a reason to deny or terminate your benefits. So ultimately, this attack is going to be for the benefit of the court if the carrier or plan doesn't reverse their denial or termination. The court ultimately may end up deciding this case if it doesn't get settled. And the carrier or plan doesn't always supply you with the reports that the doctor's relying on that are the basis of the denial. So you have to ask for the claims file. They have to provide it to you free of charge. Now, when you get it, and generally when I get it, it looks like the carrier file has been copied, thrown down a set of stairs, recopied, thrown down the stairs a second time. It's out of order. It's got duplicate copies, no copies of some things, and then it's scanned and sent to us where we get to run it off or we look at it online. One of the things that I do right off the bat is look at those adjusting notes. I want to review them. I want to outline them. I want to see each referral that they've made to an in-house medical staff, and I want it summarized. I want to check what it is that this liar-for-hire or medical staff reviewed to make sure that they actually reviewed all the relevant file material. Now, we also summarize the external liar-for-hire medical review report and check for what material they had to review. What I often find is that they're using a summary prepared by a nurse of the carrier or the disability plan that's not accurate. So they are not necessarily reviewing the medical records, or if they do review the medical records, they come up with their own inaccurate summary. They'll cherry pick the medical records. They'll create inappropriate or incorrect assumptions. And of course, they'll bring their bias to their medical conclusions. I always want to obtain the medical or scientific literature and review it and summarize it, because often I find that the literature that the liar-for-hire doctor is relying on really doesn't support or say what they say it says. And so we've got a lot of lies, if you will, biases, incorrect conclusions, stacked upon stack upon stack upon stack. And if we can pull that underlying lie, if you will, we can really attack the basis for the liar-for-hire peer review report. So we want to attack the literature and say it doesn't say what you say it says. And since it doesn't say what you say it says, your conclusion is not correct. And therefore, the carrier's reliance on your incorrect reading of this literature and your incorrect opinions should fail, and benefits should be paid. And so that's how we go about attacking. Got it? Let's take a break.